Hello everyone, and welcome. Your host ichino-ani is here with you today. It's August 7th, a wonderful Thursday. It's time for our special corner, trending articles from the archive. Today, we're diving into the world of human-computer interaction. This is all about making computers. The paper we're looking at is, I'm a bit of a mouthful, but it's super interesting. The title is, A Design Recipe and Rate-Based Errors for Regular Expressions. And the curl is, Tap C4.508.1244. Well, that's a long one. So what is this paper all about? Well, everyone imagine you're learning a new, super powerful computer language. It's a special tool called regular expressions, which is amazing at finding patterns in text. But learning it is really hard. The paper says that many students just try to guess the answer. It's like they're randomly snapping Lego bricks together, hoping they'll magically build a spaceship. Then it finally works, they didn't even know why. It's just luck. This can be super frustrating, right? It can make students feel like they're just not good at programming, and that's a big problem we need to solve. So, these wonderful researchers came up with a brilliant idea. They created an end design recipe. Yes, a recipe, just like when we bake cookies. It's a simple, step-by-step guide that helps students build these regular expressions in a structured way. It helps them break down the big problem into smaller, easier pieces. So instead of guessing, they have a clear plan to follow. But here's the part I think is the most amazing. We'll also created a new kind of error message. You know how sometimes when you make a mistake on the computer, it just shows a scary, confusing error? It doesn't really help you understand what went wrong. But this new system is different. If a student makes a mistake, the computer gives them a friendly, helpful message that says, Step 5 of the design recipe for regular expressions has not been successfully completed. It even tells them what they did wrong, like, the argument to this block must be a regular expression. But I found the letter B. Isn't that wonderful? It's like a kind teacher who doesn't just put a big red X on your work. Instead, the teacher points to exactly where the mistake is and reminds you of the rule you need to follow. It turns a frustrating moment into a learning opportunity. It helps students debug their own work and builds their confidence. So what could we see? Something like this in our daily lives. Let me give you a few examples. First, let's think about user-friendly website design. When you sign up for a new game or app, you have to enter your email and create a password, right? The website needs to check if your email looks correct, like name@domain.com. It also checks if your password is strong enough. Maybe it needs one capital letter and one number. Regular expressions are what do all that checking. Using the recipe from this paper, developers can build these checks more reliably. This means the website works better and can give you helpful hints, like your password needs a number, which is much nicer than a generic, invalid input error. Second, let's talk about accessibility technology. Imagine a tool that reads a computer screen out loud for someone who can't see well. Sometimes, phone numbers are written in different ways, like with parentheses or with dots. The program needs to recognize all of them as a phone number. A programmer using this paper's design recipe could carefully and systematically create a pattern that finds all possible phone number styles. This makes the screen reader much more accurate and helpful. So important information is never missed. And for a third example, let's jump into the world of VR. Imagine you're in a virtual world, and you can use your voice to give commands. Might say, create a blue sphere or make the house bigger. These sentences have a pattern. Regular expressions can be used to understand these voice commands. The design recipe helps developers define or have the correct command patterns. So if you say something the system doesn't quite get, like create a sphere, you can ask a helpful question back like, Great. What color should the sphere be? This makes the voice controls feel smart and natural, not frustrating. Now, how does this compare to other technologies? Where you like? Those are amazing tools for sure. That on are kind of like a magic genie that just gives you the answer. The method in this paper is different. It's more like learning to cook with a recipe book. It doesn't just give you the finished meal. It teaches you the steps, the process, and the skills. So, you become a better cook, or in this case, a better programmer. You learn how to solve problems on your own. which builds real, long-lasting skill and confidence. This research is all about changing the way we teach and learn, making it more supportive, more systematic, and way more fun. It's a fantastic step towards making computer science a friendly and welcoming place for everyone. That's all for today's trending articles from the archive. I hope you enjoyed it. This is your host, Ichino-ani signing off. See you next time. Bye-bye.